Hey everybody, this week's Take Two review is A Quiet Place Part 2. I was not a big fan of the first A Quiet Place. Mainly, this will sound stupid to some, but to me it's a valid concern. People cough, people burp, people fart. There's so many noises that you make that you cannot control. If you live in a world of those monsters and they're so sensitive to sound, well, it looks like no one would be alive after a few days. And especially being dumb enough to lose a kid, that's not being dumb, but to be dumb enough to have another kid before those aliens were defeated, it just seems stupid to me. But it's a mediocre movie to me. The sequel, though, I'm happy to say, at least in my opinion, is better. It starts out, it actually gives you a little bitty prequel. It shows you the first day, like what happened and kind of how they got into gear. I don't know if it's a sort of dream of Emily Blunt's character, like maybe a flashback type dream, or if it was just meant to be like a little prequel thing. But then it goes to like current day, and they've lost their farm and all, and they're going to her brother-in-law's, and their brother-in-law lives in an old steel factory, it seems. There's just a whole lot of traveling in it, but there's also a whole lot of action. And I just enjoyed it much better than the other. I don't want to tell you too much, because, there's no big reveals and no big surprises in the movie, but it just plays out, at least in my opinion, a whole lot better than the original. I actually feel invested in the characters, instead of just like, I don't know you, you're not giving me a reason to root for you or not root for you, and that's the way I felt with the first one. But this one, pretty good. Would I have liked it as good if I spent the money to go see it in the theater? I would have rather went to see Nobody. I wish Nobody had played locally. I would have loved to seen it in the theater instead of on demand first. And even Forever Purge, I've got it pre-ordered. I like the Purge movies. I don't like a lot from Blumhouse, but I do like the Purge movies. But I probably would have preferred those over this. But I bought it and I enjoyed it. So yeah, we'll see y'all next week for something old. Bye.